Well, good morning, and thank you so much for joining us here on our Valley News Now desk. See, I've got our Skycam pulled up for you here, our Coronado Skycam. You can see you were a little bit ago. It's shaking a little bit in the wind. We got another hot and windy day on our hands, and we also got a first alert weather day. You can kind of see it's shaking there. Hopefully it goes again, but also hopefully you like the heat because today's temperatures are going to be a lot like yesterday. Again, thank you so much for joining us here on our Valley News Now desk. I'm Alex Larson. So if you're new here, this is something we've been starting around this time frame. Like I said, we do have a first alert weather day, a FOD as we like to call it here. And I'm going to take you over to our website right away this morning to get you prepared with what you need to know before you head out the door, okay? Give me 1 second to get this pulled up for you here. All right, I'm going to hop on over to our website, valleynewslive.com. Here we go. You can hop on over here. See, we've got our weather tab here. You can see First Alert Storm Team weather. They're tracking heat, wind, and fire risk today and tomorrow. So as we go down here, you're able to see what we've got the temperatures at right now. Looks like Fargo, we're sitting at 70 degrees, sunny and windy. We're going to hop up, it looks like, around that 4 o'clock hour to 94 degrees, sunny and windy still. Scroll a little bit more down the page, you're able to see what the weather headlines are. Something important here that I think that many of us should be aware of as we head on into this warmer weather: fire weather safety. So they've got a good graphic for you here. Avoid outdoor burning. We do have a burning ban in effect right now. Keep that in mind. Caution with equipment that sparks. Avoid parking in grass. That's one I think many of us don't really think about as we get into this season. Check for dragging chains and properly dispose smoking materials. Again, lots to be aware of as we head on into this first alert weather day. And we got one tomorrow too. So again, lots to be aware of as we head on into May. Now we're going to go over the breaking news we've been following for you this morning. Crews are currently working to clean up a water main break over in Moorhead. I'm going to pull this up for you. This was the scene this morning. According to unconfirmed scanner traffic, crews were blocking traffic near Center Avenue and 14th Street North due to that break. Unclear right now how long it's going to take to clean that up. If this is part of your morning commute, though, definitely expect some delays if you're in that area. We'll continue to keep you posted with what we know so far as we continue on through this Monday. Now, we do have some breaking news overnight as well. One resident's been displaced after an apartment fire early this morning in Moorhead. Moorhead Fire Department says they were called to 1209 20th Street South around midnight. And when crews got there, they could see flames coming from a third-floor apartment window. Fire officials say the fire was contained to one unit, causing damage to a bedroom, bathroom, and kitchen, but nobody is hurt in that. Fire officials say the cause of that fire is still under investigation. And new for you this morning, 3 people were arrested on multiple charges in Fargo after a traffic stop Sunday night. So Fargo police says an FPD officer had noticed a stolen vehicle out of Moorhead that was parked in the 4600 block of 13th Avenue South in Fargo. Officer reported seeing 3 people inside and initiated a traffic stop. So more officers were actually called in to help assist in that arrest, and 22-year-old Nicholas Hilsendegger of Fargo was arrested. That was for possession of a stolen vehicle and possession of narcotics, paraphernalia. 29-year-old DeAndre LaCroix of Moorhead was arrested for possession of fentanyl and a failure to appear warrant out of Cass County. And 28-year-old Caleb Oldrock at Devil's Lake was arrested for possession of narcotics, paraphernalia, possessions of fentanyl, and theft of a motor vehicle. All 3 of those guys are currently being held in the Cass County Jail. And one teen is facing charges after leading law enforcement on a chase before crashing in Jamestown yesterday morning. I'm going to pull his picture up for you right here. This is 18-year-old Jamie Barnes of Bismarck. He was arrested for reckless endangerment, driving with a suspended license, and possession of stolen property. Highway Patrol tried to stop him on I-94, but he took off into Jamestown. Police chased him through residential areas before he ran a red light and hit a pickup. Officers say Barnes tried to make a run for it, too. 3 minors were also in the car with him. During that investigation, officers also found Barnes had fled from law enforcement over in Bismarck. That had happened the night before. The vehicle Barnes was also driving, that vehicle was stolen. And new for you this morning, residents were displaced. This came after a cooking fire at an apartment in Fergus Falls yesterday afternoon. Fergus Falls Fire Department says they were called to the 700 block of East Cavour Avenue. This was just before 2 p.m. for a report of a cooking fire. When crews arrived on scene, they could see smoke coming from the unit involved. And fire officials do say, thanks to the quick actions of another tenant who used a fire extinguisher on that fire, it was actually contained to just one unit. Red Cross was called in to assist the displaced residents, and officials say the damage estimate is about $20,000. And there was another cooking fire that also happened in Grand Forks yesterday. We've got that information posted for you on our website. We just posted that a short while ago. Lots of cooking fires going on this time of year, it's sounding like. And the Moorhead Fire Department also responding to a grass fire at the Moorhead Yard Waste Compost site yesterday afternoon. So that call came in just after 3 p.m. Let's pull that video up here. When crews got there, they found multiple compost piles actively burning. And according to Moorhead fire officials, firefighters initiated a rapid attack to contain those flames and prevent further spread, especially due to that hot, windy weather we've been having. Again, we got a first alert weather day today, lots to watch out for. Together, the responding agencies were able to confine the fire within the compost site. Moorhead Fire Department reminds you a burning ban is currently in effect. Remember that. And we've got new developments this morning. North Dakota Health and Human Services has said 2 measles cases have now been reported in Cass County. So that brings the state's total to 11 cases in 2025. According to the HHS, both individuals were unvaccinated and acquired measles through international travel. So one individual has been hospitalized, and the 2 cases in Cass County are not related to the ones in Williams County that we were telling you about last week. Some members of the public who were present at these locations in Cass County during these specific dates and time frames, if this was you, you may have been exposed. First is going to be at Essentia Health, the Lights West Fargo Clinic. That's on May 7th between 2:30 and 6 p.m. East entrance to the clinic is shared with the bar down, sports bar, and restaurant. Second is the Essentia Health Walk-In Care on 52nd Avenue. That was on May 9th between 5:30 and 6 p.m. So there was a break-in at a local barbershop in Fargo in the early morning hours of Sunday. We're going to play a short clip for you here just of what that owner had to say.
I definitely feel like they've been in the shop before, and I feel like it might have been planned.
So getting away with a safe was what those burglars were able to get. They tried to take the ATM as well. But as Valley News Team's Harrison Prey tells us, this was all caught on camera. Let's take a listen.
At around 4:30 Sunday morning, 2 people broke into the Tailor Made Barbershop in Fargo. It was all caught on their security camera.
But it's still shocking that it happened to us, and just watching the video and seeing it in person.
Their safe was stolen, and even their cabinet door was ripped off.
Most people, if they hear an alarm, they would leave right away.
Shayna believes it may have been someone who's visited the store before. Were the burglars someone that you think you may have known?
I definitely feel like they've been in the shop before, and I feel like it might have been planned.
Dolan says they went in the back of other businesses nearby. She's just happy that their shop's alarm came in handy for situations like this.
They got the call right away, and the police were here within, 16 minutes, she said.
The incident left the barbershop having to replace their front door later in the morning. Dolan says the intruders broke in using a crowbar.
Felt weird coming to work this morning.
In Fargo, Harrison Prey, Valley News Live.
So Fargo police tell us officers are actively investigating this as a burglary alongside additional burglaries which may or may not be related. Still waiting for information on that one. And it's National Police Week. It's officially underway in our nation's capital, kicking off yesterday with the annual National Police Canine Memorial Service. That was at the Law Enforcement Memorial in Washington, D.C. This ceremony honors police dogs who died in the line of duty last year, with their handlers laying down a rose at the memorial in their honor. One South Carolina officer who lost his canine last year says police canines are often overlooked, but they're critical to keeping us safe. Let's hear from him.
Police dogs are often referred to as tools and just another dog and stuff like that. But to me, we have to honor them. We have to give them the respect they deserve because people don't see day in and day out the evil that they face.
So Police Week continues through May 17th with events throughout the week, including the annual Candlelight Vigil tomorrow. Tomorrow night, that's going to honor fallen officers. Now, that's about all I got for you this morning. Thank you so much for joining me. And remember, we'll keep you posted online and on air throughout the day. You can also check us out online as well as your VNL News app. Great tool to have, especially that VNL Weather app as we head into this severe weather season. Remember, First Alert Weather Day today, First Alert Weather Day tomorrow. Lots going on. We'll see you right back here tomorrow. I'm Alex Larson. Take care.